Devn the Dream Haney. And these clown Jyopatai. Well, you guys say that this is pound for pound. For Jyopatai. I don't see how fighting nothing but one legitimate competitor in Maris Bradis is pound for pound worthy. You fight one guy who lost to Alexander Usyk. Okay, well, let me educate you guys on this. Jyopatai has, outside of fighting Bradis, has fought relatively weak competition. And he has fought, he fought an older Bradis. Not the one Noah Mikhailian faced. Noah Mikhailian is a tough fighter. Noah Mikhailian would have beat the living hell out the Bradis. It's not even close. And it's an insult to say, well, fighters learn after a while. Jyopatai is fighting another local guy, probably never fought outside the country. And he's putting on a spectacle in about 4 or 5 days' time. Now that's hilarious. But with all that being said, this is Sriman Virabhadra. Educating the masses. I'm tired of letting all this bullcrap get in the way of streamers' minds. Yeah, streamers' minds who don't even know what really happens. A lot of these clowns, they'll never understand. They'll never understand the true capacity in which the sport works. No matter what happens, the clown show has to end eventually. Because I indeed see well into the future for Jyopatai. He is still yet to fight another champion. He's still yet to show himself worthy of being called a pound for pound fighter. Because you beat one guy who was kind of into his past his prime, I don't get people sometimes. You got to hold off a bit before you start calling this guy pound for pound. I mean, who has he beaten that is of real note outside of Bradis that would give you a reason to call him pound for pound? Because all these pound for pound fighters have one thing in common. Who have they beaten? That is important there, guys. You can't just beat one pound for pound guy and say a swan song of how this guy's one of the greatest, today. So hold off on Jyopatai. Let's talk a little bit about Devn the Dream Haney, Devn the Clown Haney, Devn the Manipulator Haney, right? Because I've seen enough Devn the Manipulator Haney. And I call him the Manipulator because not only did he manipulate his ass into clapping those cheeks, but he's also done some very bad things. It's horrendous how Devn Haney can be named such. Oh, he can be named anything. But he's a clown. So I don't pay him any attention. I don't pay him any mind. I've seen the fighters for quite a long time. I've seen fighters who absolutely put it all on the line. And yeah, Devn Haney doesn't cut it. Neither does Jai Opetaia. Oh, I'm gonna fight all these house fighters and fight Breedis. I mean, come on, guys, use some sense. He fought an older Breedis, not the one McKalian faced. That's simple. Devn the Dream Haney, on top of that, is being a clown in boxing, claiming that he is undefeated. When we saw with our own eyes a comprehensive ass kicking, now he's got the BLK Prime show. That's hilarious. Because he's not worthy of such opportunities. It's quite hilarious. It's quite horrendous that Devn the Dream Haney is even in such a predicament. He shouldn't be allowed to lace up the gloves again, that's for damn sure. The funniest thing that I can tell you is Devn the Dream Haney doesn't know anything of how the boxing mob works, right? And I'm not talking about the old mob from the 1950s here. I'm talking about the masses here. When they see you go in like you have, or like he has, you lose that luster. You kind of get that. You kind of get that Shakur Stevenson treatment, you know, in the business. So a lot of people are going to be like, well, you want me to put my money behind a guy who manipulated his way into a no contest. When in all reality, the NISAC report behind Ryan Garcia's loss, or not loss, but the no contest, it was all over supplements, not PEDs. Now, without having to over-explain that to people, Devn the Dream Haney's clown work goes far beyond what we saw last spring. You know, when Ryan Garcia, one of the greatest internet trolls of all time, you know, absolutely trolled his way to victory. And then Devn Haney was so embarrassed that he went and concocted a story with Victor Conti. You know, that's embarrassing. Devn the Dream Haney is an absolute clown show that many people here, they just still enjoy. They still put in the work of embarrassing themselves, supporting this guy who they have very little defense. They have very little defense. How hilarious are all these Devn Haney fanboys who don't know shit about boxing? And yeah, I've seen where this goes. Devn Haney, the it of boxing, is not a good it. Because he's nowhere near it the clown, I'll tell you that. But Devn Haney is clearly an it. An it in regards to being the biggest shithead that I've ever seen, who has Daddy Conti freaking manipulating crap, and he also has a bunch of shit going on at this BLK Prime deal. I'm hearing Adrian Broner versus Devn Haney. That's what I'm hearing. Oh my goodness. After seeing Blair the Flair Cobb, after seeing that whole clown show, oh man. And I really hope Adrian Broner shows up to fight. But I would rather see like Devn Haney versus, Daniel Zaria personally, because Zaria has his tendencies, and he actually has a pretty good stabbing punch. But, that's yet to be seen. That's yet to be seen. No matter how we cut it, we have a very, very good amount of boxing in the future. But, yeah, I know some people are left on the hangover of last weekend's fiasco. And the weekend before that's fiasco, with Tyson Fury and Usyk, their second fight, in which I can say, like, I can't not believe the amount of robberies that this Ukrainian is going to get. But, yeah, a lot of these clowns, they don't even know about boxing. They want to, now they want a robot, they want an AI freaking judge. Yeah, AIs are programmed by human beings. And human beings manipulate the AI. So I'm not really trustworthy of this AI thing. Because then they're saying, oh, put a robot in control. Well, robots are absolutely programmed by humans. The absolute clown show is on you guys. Because all you got to do is bribe the AI. Bribe the guys who program the AI. I mean, it's not that hard. It's just another complication in the sport of boxing. And the fact that you incels who actually raise your hand for this stuff, you're the problem. You are the problem, sirs. I'm tired of absolutely explaining this to people. And that's the reason why I came out of the Discord verse into the YouTube verse, bro. Because Sri Manuvira Badra, formerly known as the man Telkini Sports Media, is tired of that garbage. There's a reason. There's a reason that I changed up my brand. That's because I'm devoted to Lord Shiva, and I am not going to sit back and pretend who I am. A lot of these fake asses on YouTube, they're not willing to stand up for what they really believe in. They turn into an absolute crapshoot. Let's see who. Vamos Gatos, how's it going? Rolling with the punches, how's it going, man? Good to see you guys on. Saw Mad Chad wasn't on, and Phantom wasn't on. We got to keep this rolling. We got to keep it rolling somehow. Yeah, man, it's been. I had to fight through complications with a few ailments. Had to go get the mind right. Take a little bit of break off of YouTube. A little bit of a situation there. I had to get a few things situated, and we're back again, man. This is what it's about. Yeah. So, anyways, we have an absolute clown show with Devn the Dream Haney, man. This BLK Prime deal, I'm not excited with it. This guy should have no platform, crying, quack, quack, quack. He's like a duck that flies into the way of the shooter, right? And you shoot the wing of the duck, but you're not really bringing it all the way down. He's the duck that we couldn't finish off. I mean, his career is so crap, he had to go to BLK Prime. That is hilarious. And yeah, man, I already got right. I got right, man. Just dealing with the times, dealing with these awkward clowns and their cult-like behavior towards Jayo Pitaya. I mean, name me one person he's beaten outside of Maris Breidis. That's what I want to know. Yeah, because everybody's going to say, who? 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 Exactly. Like the Juno who? That meme about the NFL expansion teams. Everybody's going to say who? Because this guy he's fighting in a couple of days is a house fighter at best. I mean, no championship experience. Nothing at all. Yeah, and my biggest criticism of Jayo Pitaya is how hard he's getting pushed. I mean, if you're knocking out bums in the first round, you're knocking out bums who fought other bums. I mean, can crushers, you know, it makes you a can crusher. I mean, Jayo Pitaya is on my list amongst the best can crushers in all boxing. But by no means is he pound for pound. Oh, it's Virabhadra. Yeah, Virabhadra, he is, you can actually look it up at the, it's actually the name up here, Roland. Yeah, that's actually how you spell his name. Yeah, that is Virabhadra, the avatar of Shiva. Yeah, absolutely fierce. Absolutely fierce. And I was given this name by a lot of good friends, so I'm rocking with it, man. I'm the fiercest version of myself right now, so I feel like I relate to that very, very well. Yeah, so Vamos Gatos, he has man, Miami has the win tomorrow, and if Kansas City defeats or wins their game tomorrow, and the Dolphins win their game tomorrow, the Dolphins are in the playoffs. So we got to get up for that. Oh, Jayo Pitaya. Yeah, Opataya is like Opetaia or something like that. I mean, he's a good fighter. I'm not saying he's trash. It's just he's a can crusher champ. You know what I mean? He has a similar resume to Deontay Wilder when it comes to canceling out nobodies. You know what I mean? It's like you fight a 17-0 house fighter who's never left the country, and you're here with this international experience. This is like absolute crap worthy, man. You know, I don't have a personal problem with Jayo Pitaya. It's just look at the guys who he's fighting and look at the guys they're fighting. Their resumes are shit. It's nothing against them again. The clown show is finished because I'm exposing Jayo Pitaya because I want to see him fight the good fights. I don't want them to sit here and fight clown fights. Like, come on, bro. Fight Zerdo. Fight some of these other champions. Make yourself pound for pound worthy instead of claiming pound for pound. Yeah, it's a damn good left hand. Oh, heck, I'll give him that. You like calling them unlicensed journeymen? I just call them can crushers. Can crushers are people who beat up other bums, basically. You know, like Deontay Wilder did throughout his career until he got the WBC belt. And then he went back to crushing. Yeah, it's funny as hell, man. They're absolutely funny as hell. Deontay Wilder, Makes me what's gonna happen with his career. Well, imagine not much after Big Bang knocked his head off. So that's exactly what I think. Big Bang can crusher. I mean, he is a can crusher. Look at the cans he's crushed. Look at the cans those guys crushed. I mean, yeah, this guy may be 10-0 or whatever, but the guy he's beaten is just cans and trash. Like, not even tin cans. They're like, it's like a type of metal. Maybe a lighter metal than tin. I don't know if that's very much possible, but it's a very low quality can. Yeah, this is just a clown show, man. So anyways, we're going to continue the show. And when we come back, we're going to absolutely get some real boxing on the talk. Oh, most certainly we'll drop it here. Here we go. Yeah, now we got that comment starred. Now people can most certainly hop on, man. It is absolutely hilarious that these clowns actually think this is boxing. I mean, I knew Jayo Pataya was a joke when he knocked out Ellis Zorro, and they started claiming this kid's pound for pound. Number one, who's Ellis Zorro? And number two, that guy's head was gonna fly up to Section 318 before that fight even began. So I mean, that's ridiculous, bro. That is ridiculous, man. See, it's not I who comes up with this. I go by the facts. Because the media says this guy's pound for pound, doesn't mean that he is pound for pound. And a lot of people succumb to peer pressure, right? I don't always go against the fray. I go with facts and logic. I get tired of all this bullshit. All right, let's see. Rolling with the punches. Add to stage. What's up, Roland?
Hey,
how's it going,
man? How's it going?
Yeah,
Yeah, I like your style, man. I don't know. I just like your energy and shit, man. Honestly, I'm being. Hold on, let me say peace out. Let me say peace to the face, though. Hold on, make it more real and shit. How's it going, man? How's it going?
Namaste,
But yeah,
namaste. Yeah, I'm just having a hard time, man, dealing with these clowns.
yeah, right. This boxing world's nuts, ain't it though?
Yeah, man, they don't. It's like they see the guy. They see this guy knock out some garbage can, and all of a sudden he's pound for pound. I mean, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, well, shit. Hold on, man, I really want to try to think of a better name for because I mean I ain't know I'm not a hey, trust me. I think we kick it at the tavern and shit, man. Definitely ain't trying to be no sensitive dude like that. Although it's all right to be a little sensitive, we all get a little sensitive, but no, I think we should find a better name for it because it's a difficult thing. I would assume to get in that ring, knowing you're gonna get knocked out because these cats, come on, Shriman, these cats know they're gonna lose. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of, I mean that got to be kind of. Yeah, I mean, at first you would think they might get numb to it after a while, but at first, that's a scary ass man. That would be a terrifying feeling, man. To be like, I know I ain't got a chance. Imagine your trainer trying to train you up, and you can see the look in his eyes and shit. He knows you don't got a chance. So that's why I don't like calling them bums, dude. Because that shit would be terrifying. That's like some warrior shit right there, dude. Come on, guys. That's funny though. That shit funny. That's like some warrior ass shit though. To be honest and shit, man. So that's. But no, but I do try to think of like a good name. I've always tried to think like a good name and shit, man, to give like a boxers who get in the ring knowing they're gonna lose and shit. I used to call them stepping stones, and that sounds kind of mean, but like a stone, like you're still a stone though. You might be a stepping stone, but you're still a motherfucking stone. You ain't no one's gonna
Well,
move you.
those guys there, I call them can crushers because they crush the cans.
Yeah, no,
And
exactly. Right.
And when they fight like competition going up the ladder, all of a sudden they're bum. They're like a second tier bum, right?
No, I know what you're saying, and I wonder why they say cans. I mean, cans is a strong word in a sense. Can be a strong fucking thing. But no, I know. But anyways, I'm sorry. What was your question again, though? My bad, Sherman. I get lost.
Oh, I didn't really have a question. I was like, it's just the level bum they are. Like.
See, I mean, I know what you mean, but
I mean, they're not an outright bum because they kick bums' asses really easy. Like when you have a guy like 14-27 on your record, what are you doing?
I see what you're saying though. Like the level of frustration is high when you see somebody who is skilled and all they keep fighting is these like B-class fighters and shit. Like you said, a can crusher. They keep fighting up with cans and shit. Like that shit is frustrating because they got better talent than that. So you're like, man.
Yeah, they got this 10-0 guy going up against Jio Pataya, this pound for pound anomaly, right? Yeah. Like I just don't get it, man. It's pathetic. Like right. Like he avoids the other champions. I mean, Zerto has the most belts. So in my opinion, Zerto has more prowess than Jio Pataya right now because Opataya sitting here with the ring belt and the IBF belt. My bad. Didn't the ring do something to him? Yeah, I think so. So I think the ring is really up for grabs. But Zerto Ramirez, in my opinion, has a lot more at stake than this guy Jio Pataya. I mean, it's easier to say because Zerto came up through the weight classes. We've seen him fight since the dog days when like when he lost to Bivol, people were like saying, "Oh, he shouldn't even box again," right. And then he came up the cruiserweight and had a good fight against Gulamarian, a very very tough fighter. And then he absolutely whipped some ass in his last bout.
Yeah, Zerto was a force, man.
Yeah, Zerto is in my pound for pound. Zerto's in my pound for pound, in my opinion.
Zerto's a specimen, dude. I think Zerto's one of them cats who he's like a specimen, like Holyfield, his body type of shit. Because I mean, don't get it twisted. Like it's that's why boxers that's why people like seeing fuckers. That's why in the amateurs they tell you to keep your shirt on to fight, right? But then in the pros,
Fat Zerto is definitely pound for pound. I mean,
he said Fat
I call him Fat Zerto.
No, I'm being serious, man. Zerto's a beast, man. Like, but yeah, like when he lost to Bivol, I think that because he lost to Bivol, right?
Yeah, he lost to Bivol.
Yep. So yeah, I think that's what threw off his allure and shit. It shouldn't have though, because I think he's still very skilled and shit. And he has that, like I said.
I mean, sometimes when you take those losses, right?
Yeah.
When you take those losses, you download the output a little bit, and then it kind of gives you a new vision, right?
Right.
It's kind of like the vision Canelo got after Floyd Mayweather made him look like a clown.
Hey, that's good shit.
You have to download.
What you just said, man. You can apply that to life. You need to clip that shit. You said those losses. Fucking once you download them, you apply them. I think you said apply, and then like you make a new vision. Like that can apply to
Exactly, man.
life, man. That was beautiful, man.
Yeah, that was a application. Like that Bevo loss was like, and dang, I gotta wake up. And
Yeah,
that's a good wake up call for Zerto. I think that loss changed Zerto for the better.
I hope so. I think it did too. He hasn't. Well, he's won since, didn't he? He looked good.
Yes, nice to see you, Paco.
Paco, I don't see no chat and shit. Hold on, wait. Hold on, what the fuck, man? See, what the heck? Yeah, Paco. Oh, now I can see the chat. The chat. Yeah. So no, man, Zerto. I've always thought highly of Zerto and shit. But yeah, like we'll see. We'll just, let's be honest. You know, we'll see what's up with him. We'll see if he really steps in, because there's a lot of people, a lot of boxers, man. You know this, had the skills, had the talent. They just never broke down that door. You know, they decided to Fight Club it. You know, remember the movie Fight Club?
Who doesn't? Who doesn't?
Right, there you go. I love that answer. I love that answer. So yeah, all they did was tent outside and shit. You know, the whole damn career. They didn't do what they had to get in that damn door, man. So we'll see with Zerto and shit for sure. You know?
I mean, I like Zerto. I like Morel. For being a rabbit puncher. No, I don't really like Morel too much.
Okay.
The only good shot he has is the rabbit punch. And yeah, I mean,
Paco said like Morel. Paco, salute. Hey, Telks in
here. Salute. Yeah, he said I like Morel, man. After what he did to Eidos back in 2022, I can't subscribe. You know, that rabbit punching's like.
Oh, did he? So hold on, what did he do?
It's diabolical. He intentionally he's like diabolical, man.
No way, dude. No way. You serious?
He was bent down and he went down straight. Yeah, I'm being dead serious. I mean, I haven't seen a complaint.
I'm not being sarcastic. Like, so he died, like you said, diabolically just hit him in the back of the head. Like,
yeah, he wanted to finish him.
Okay.
And he hit the dude was like so tough. He just punched him in the back of the head and then sent him back with a hook hybrid.
Well, you know why? The reason why I'm kind of reacting this way, Shriman, because now I'm thinking, who doesn't want to do Vada? Morel.
I
wonder why. If he has it in him to hit some, because honestly, I've been thinking about that. I've been watching people been kind of ragging on Benavidez for fucking saying, for criticizing Morel for not wanting to do
that right there, and also Bud Crawford being a snack fighter is my two biggest question marks in boxing.
No, I understand that 100% because of Victor Conte, Victor Conte. You know, like I understand that, but I'm hoping. I don't know. I like to look. I don't like to. I think paranoid enough about like relationships and shit. I don't like to drag it over to like fucking to like sports. So I'm hoping that the boxing execs are smart enough to, and they know that because if they get caught condoning somebody like Victor Conte again on snack, you know, or if they're boxers, because you know they're all the boxers. That's them. That's their.
Mad Chad said it best. Victor Conte needs to go to horse racing when he gets ran out of boxing.
You say if that happens, it's gonna be ooh-wee. That's what I mean. Like, imagine the damage all the boxers are gonna take from that. The boxing execs, the organizations, man. So that's what I'm saying. Like, boxing execs, you guys better be smart enough to not let no cheater inside the circle, because that shit can destroy the sport, man. I mean, that can destroy the sport. I swear.
I mean, outside of this AI thing, in which I absolutely don't agree with the AI judging.
Oh, I mean, honestly, look, I do Shriman, and I'm gonna tell you why, man. Sound like, hold on, hold on, just 1 second. Fucking thirsty, man. Get the water. I do, but the reason why, because I'm thinking, for one, let's just quickly say, what is AI? AI is, we've been had AI. AI is Google, but the only difference is now the technology got better to where to where they take websites, they take answers from websites and all that shit. And they, they formulate their own opinion, or they have a big ass database where they have their own answers that they took from all these other websites and shit, Wikipedia and blah blah, and they formulated their own opinion and shit. So they got people working all around the clock on these AI things. But we've always had AI. It was just Google, but it sent you to a website. You had to do your own little research and shit. But yeah, so but as far as AI, in boxing, quote unquote AI in boxing, I like it because I feel like they're going off of copy box numbers, man. I feel like they're going strictly off of and then they might have thrown in these mother effers might have they're going. I bet you off of strictly copy box numbers. I would take a wild guess and assume that their main judging criteria for the AI is the copy box, but they probably threw some other subcategories in there and shit, right? Which probably hopefully make sense. You know what I mean? To just add more to the percentage or whatever you want to call it. So I actually do like the AI because I feel like they're going off of numbers. You know what I'm saying? Because that Fury Usyk fight, I truly believe Usyk won by fucking 8. I'd give him 8 rounds, man. Straight up. And honestly, I gave him 8 legitimate rounds, and I was being gracious, man. No lie. I could have fucked around. Excuse my language. I could have messed around and gave him 10 rounds. No lie. Like the AI. I think gave him the 8 rounds or something like that. But so I really believe AI is just going off of the copy box numbers and shit, man, and maybe a couple more other categories, and that's what AI is and shit. You know what I'm saying? But so I like the AI. I think AI should be the future. I think that judges should be very afraid of AI. I really believe so. I hope they are. I hope the judges are afraid of AI because I hope they're like, man, all right, we got to start making the right calls because pretty soon we're going to just have these AI, quote unquote, AI making the, which is copy box and a couple subcategories, making the quick, accurate answer. Because I don't believe, and then because the counting comes from people watching and shit. You would think, right? They come from, they count, they watch and they put in the numbers and shit for the copy box. So they that right there, you would hope doesn't become corrupted, which I don't think it will. I think if anything, it'll become more enhanced, just so the AI can really take over and be like, hey, judges, fuck off. So they can be like, you know what? Let's throw some more eyes and really be accurate. Let's be accurate with everything. We can tell you which angle they threw that left hook from in the second round with fucking 17 seconds left and shit, because we got 3, 4, 5 more eyes now watching that are quickly putting in the data into the fucking the database. You know what I'm saying? So I think AI is a great thing, man, because I really believe that for these first couple fights, the AI was on point. On point, man. I will stand by that. I will stand by that, and I will go on any document, any podcast, man, and tell. I would swear, nah, AI is fucking doing. Judges better watch out. I think AI is gonna be the shit. Benavides is with Memo. Benavides is with Memo. Who's Memo? Paco. Oh, you talking about the other guy that got caught? What did he get caught? Didn't he get caught? Hey, Streamon. Did the Memo dude get caught with steroid Streamon or?
I'm thinking probably.
Oh shit. Okay, so I do believe in VADA, Streamon. You believe in VADA?
No, because it's affiliated with Victor Conti.
No, yeah, but again, though, with these ravenous wolves, they don't want to. Victor Conte, he might be affiliated, but every board is so quick to throw a board member under the bus because they don't want to lose their job, their corporation and shit. So Victor Conte, I think he's on a fucking leash over there, man. I really do. I don't think he has anything because imagine if Vada got caught. Oh, what I'm watching the Browns Baltimore game. Although it's kind of worthless, but I don't know. It might not be worthless, but anyways, that was a nice passing catch. But yeah, so if Vada gets caught with any blemish, I was just talking to my friend earlier. It's so funny we're talking about this. We're talking about fan bases. We're watching football over there, right, Sherman? We're talking about fan bases, and we're talking about the best fan bases in football, and we're naming off a few and shit. And then he brought up boxing fans, and I was like, and we're like, well, because it's a different sport, so you would think, boxing fans it's just a little different. So yeah, imagine boxing fans catching wind of any allegations or any blemishes on Vada. Like that's gonna. I'm serious though, man. Like boxing fans kind of do. All fans kind of control the sports.
All right, I'm going to expose this now. I'm going to paint the picture, okay?
Yep.
Ryan Garcia was, they said Vada had him, right? Vada is affiliated with Victor Conti.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Ryan Garcia instance.
Focus is go. Yeah.
He definitely exposed that fact without even having to say anything.
Yeah.
The fact that Conti, Vada came out with all this crap. Oh, he's the Austrian and L-arginine or whatever.
Yeah.
And then once the NISAC report came out, it only said that he was penalized for not reporting supplements, which is a separate rule. Had nothing to do with
what he took.
Had nothing to do with Osterine.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
if you claim that Ryan Garcia is saying, or if you're saying that Ryan Garcia did have Osterine in the system, you can therefore be sued. Yet people are still running their trap, saying that he lost because he lost it because of all that crap. Man, that's absolute bullshit. People need to educate themselves.
No, I see what you're saying.
Report your supplements, bro. Report your supplements.
Right. No, 100%. Yeah. Hey, you know what's funny about that? You bring up something that like really rang a bell. It's like if it would have been another organization, because it's on the topic we're talking about. That's why I like man chopping it up with I like chopping it up, man, with like different people and different on good times and shit, like good topics, like because this is what can happen, when you're just like talking, like good shit, you know what I mean, like. But so it's like, man, if that would have been any other organization than Vada, it probably wouldn't even been reported that he dropped for Osterine. You know what I mean? I mean, it would have been official, but I don't think it would have been like reported. But I think the fact that it was like, like you said, Vada was involved and all kinds of shit. Like Vada had to come out and be like, oh yeah, like Ryan Garcia, because it's Ryan Garcia, he's like. So I think Vada was like, hey, even though it's Ryan Garcia, we gotta say something, because if we get caught sweeping this shit under the rug, we're gonna lose all credibility. And it's all about credibility, you know what I mean, when it comes to these rich people. Or when it comes to anybody, man, honestly, it's not even rich people. It just comes to people in general. It's all about credibility. Vada cannot lose their credibility, man. That's the reason why I still believe in their in the system, and not just that. They're charging so much money, man. They have to keep it legit. It's like it's not really that much. It's $20,000 for 10 tests. So if you were to do 10 tests, I think you can sign up for how frequent you want the test, because Benavidez alluded to it kind of. He said, we can take it once a week or once every 2 weeks or blah, blah, blah. So he kind of like gave kind of details. That's why I like Benz, man. Benz be giving details, man. Like he be dropping nuggets for the fans. I never knew that shit, but you can probably choose. You can probably even choose how many. Oh yeah, you can, because it's 10 tests, 20,000 for 10 tests, or 18,000 for 8 tests, which is pretty much like what a 1.5 or 8,000 a test, or I don't know. I'm not good at math, but so yeah, like. And it's what, a month left, so they wouldn't even be able to. They probably have to take 6 tests, which is probably like fucking how many thousands, like 15,000 or some shit. 14. Like I said, I'm not good at math. That's nothing compared to the purse Morel's gonna get. You would think Morel's gonna at least get a couple mil. Why are you worried about 6,000, Morel? You hit somebody in the back of the head, that goes to show you that you're willing to do damn near anything to win. Motherfucker, you can't be hitting the back of the head. That shit's serious. That shit is serious.
And he's been caught like 5 times doing this shit, and everybody's like, oh, he's such a good fighter.
Man, I didn't know all this shit, man. You're bringing light to. Hey, and you stand on your words, Sherman. I'm gonna tell you right now, because I'm gonna take your word for it and hold you in a good place. You know what I'm
I've been
saying?
saying this for over 2 years.
For real, he's been accused. Oh shit, man. Nah, man, that shit ain't right, man. Something's up, man. He don't want to take the test, dude. He fucking hit somebody in the back of the head, and he's been accused of PEDs, and he's rising to the top real quick because he has so much talent and skills, which he does. Don't get me wrong, but nah, man, something's up. And Benavidez is a monster for still fighting him because I've heard people say I wouldn't even fight his ass, and I agree. I honestly agree. Like, hey, dude, what the fuck you mean you don't want to take Vada, man?
I hope he gets that Cotto Margarito treatment personally.
Boom, boom.
Whooped his
Dude,
ass so
hey,
bad. Whooped his ass so
that'd
bad
be sick.
for using that metal in his
I mean,
stuff.
honestly, I'm sorry to say. Hold on, let me try. Vira Barhadra. Hold on, I can do silent. Which one's silent in there? Is there a silent B, silent H? Vira Hadra. I'm gonna go Vira Hadra, Vira Hadra, Vira Hadra, Vira Hadra, Vira Hadra. I think with those type of last names, you gotta pronounce them all. You know what I mean? All the letters. You know
Yeah,
the beautiful
Virabhadra.
last names, not the silent. Yeah, you see, you gotta pronounce them all. Vira Hadra. Yeah, you gotta pronounce them all, man. I knew it. I fucking knew it. I just was saying it wrong. All right, but yeah, so I honestly agree with them. I wouldn't even fight that fucker, man. And I'm based on principle. I only am based on principle. I mean, he's a monster, man. Like he has courage because Morel does have skills and talent, and he's juicing and shit. So he must. Hopefully, he doesn't have blind and arrogant courage because he can get hurt, man. He can get for real. Like he can get
He
hurt
could
and shit, man.
he could well, like with all these you know with all these steroids that they have going around, man, they end up with the shrinking pito. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. Well,
all
that
these
too.
steroids, man, they're
Yeah.
horrible, bro. I don't know why
No,
they
no, no.
do.
That ain't worth a damn thing, man. I wouldn't shit. I mean, imagine if I had a fucking imagine you got a 6-inch and you're fucking all right, and that shrinks. No money in the world is gonna keep me from fucking. No, I'm not taking steroids, bro. Ski, fuck all this. This is what I was born with. Don't take that away from me. So, I'm serious. No, I'm serious. So like everything, like nothing's worth taking steroids, man. I don't understand why they do. I don't understand why boxers do. Cheating in the first place. Like, man, we are how many like full-on cheaters do you know that really ever made it to the top? You know, I mean, like, got caught like Margarito, got caught and busted cheating for real with the plaster, or how many boxers, got caught with like truly juicing and shit. I'm not taking like some bullshit little fucking, you know, as much as I don't really respect Mayweather and shit, he gets shit for the IV shit. I don't mean shit like that. Even Ryan with the Ostarine. I'm talking about full on performance enhancing steroids, ass juice and shit. Like, I don't think nobody who truly cheats, man, ever, because they're really never. They're always coming in with an advantage, so they're not really truly like giving it their all, knowing if they can take another person's all. They're not practicing like true resistance. Like, like you seem to be setting yourself up for failure to cheat, man. Like that old saying goes and shit, a cheater never wins and shit, or a cheater never cheats and win, whatever the hell, one of them sayings and shit. So yeah, like yeah, man, it's stupid. I've never met. I mean, I've never like seen a boxer who got busted for doing steroids who's like a legend now. You know what I mean? So I
I
think it's
mean, I mean, there's, I mean, Canelo's a legend already, and they tried to say he got caught with the he got caught with
me,
the beef, right?
man. Hey, look. You know what people? I used to argue at this point with people all the time and shit, right? Because they were. I was in the midst of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I was trying to say it like quickly off my mind because that's when you got to practice. But I was like in the midst of all that, and they used to hate me for saying this. I was like, man, even dude, fighting the big bad monster of Triple G, who was urged and persuaded and criticized for not moving up another weight class because he was that big, bad of a monster. Man, he could have fucking ate the whole goddamn cow, dude. If anything, it would have made him weaker eating the whole cow. It would have made Canelo weaker, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm just saying, like, he, of course, you know, that he didn't take no steroids type of shit. And it wasn't even a big ass amount and shit. Even if he did take intentional weight, dude, it was size wise, it was a complete disadvantage. That's why Canelo could never hurt Triple G. If Triple G, the only way Triple G could ever have gotten hurt by Canelo was if Triple G would have opened up. Triple G never opened up.
I wasn't doing that to offend Canelo fans. I was just saying that, you know, Canelo's a legend already. You know.
Yeah. I know you weren't. I know you weren't. I was just giving my thoughts on that because, like I said, I used to be like arguing about the shit with people, so that's why it popped in my head and shit because it was so fresh, but not fresh, but you know, like one of the last things, you know. But yeah, man, heck, nah, man, like that's yeah, it's crazy. Like that was shit, man. That was a crazy. Like I gave a lot of credit for Canelo for even jumping up fighting Triple G like that, man. So yeah, like
I think Canelo is a good talent. I have nothing against Canelo Alvarez outside of him ducking William Skull, but I heard a couple days ago that he's actually he's earning my respect. You know, I heard a day or two ago that he is in talks with William Skull, and you know he's trying to set things right. I mean, he's got to do this fight with William Skull before he does Crawford. Because if he does Crawford, he's just gonna say, "Oh, la feria, la feria, la feria."
Right,
so I want to see him. You know, do things right and fight William Skull. William Skull is a stylistic disadvantage for Canelo, and I want to. He's got that slick footwork.
Yep.
He's he does take punches and he's willing to stand inside the pocket with you, with a bigger opponent than Canelo. So if Shishkin, who fights harder than Canelo, who has more output than Canelo, you have to definitely say that, oh man, this guy really is that good. You know, William Skull's only like 5'10", 5'11", and he fought somebody who was 6'2". You know, and he just outslicked him.
Hold on. He said he beat Shishkin?
Yeah, he beat the shit out of Shishkin. Shishkin's face looked like a catch and mitt.
Oh, when did this happen? I believe when is like
this was back in September. Yes, it was back in September.
Oh wow, that's a fight I gotta watch, man. Because I was big on Shishkin.
Shishkin was pushing down. Shishkin was punching down, and his Skull was just finding ones to put through. It was beautiful, man. That's a sweet science right there. I was like, oh my goodness. Like Canelo's gonna have problems. Canelo's gonna have problems because if he could do that with a bigger opponent, what do you think he's gonna do to Canelo?
I never even, man, great point. I never even knew who William. Well, I mean, now I know.
Well, he's part of. To me, he's a good fighter. You know, Cuban fighter. He's fought in Argentina, fought in Europe. So, man, I can't believe more people aren't on this guy. That's the reason why I've been advocating, you know, getting this guy maximum exposure because the guy is. I'm surprised this guy doesn't have more recognition.
Yeah, I'm with you, man.
This guy, when we were arguing, this guy don't even have 10,000 followers on Instagram.
Wow.
Last time that was the argument a couple months ago. Yeah, so I'm like, well, so you're telling me that Canelo ducked a guy because he doesn't have so many followers? Like, that makes no sense.
No, Canelo.
When does Instagram? When does the Instagram decide who fights for a world title?
Right. This is the national poll for fucking the war, you know, American war.
This guy came from the bottom up, from the promotional. He didn't have Oscar De La Hoya holding his hand from his debut. You know what I mean? So no. William Skull had to come from the small promotions up, bro, and that's what people don't understand.
I nicknamed him Billy Scully because I'm serious. Like, look, I was hearing somebody. I forget. I think we're at the Phantom.
I think it was Mad Chad who called him Billy Skull.
Right. No, okay. I didn't hear him. That's what's up. It's good that
Mad Chad. You know,
hey, Chad would say some shit like that. I love.
Yeah, he said Billy. He called him Billy, and I'm like, nobody calls him Billy.
That's what's up. Nah, that's probably why. That's what I'm telling you. That's why I still. That's probably why I still go around to the tavern after. I mean, no, it's Chad's channel.
I mean, we call him El
It's
Inodable.
Chad's channel.
You know,
That's why
El
I always be
Inodable.
there.
They call him the Untouchable. El Inodable, right?
Okay. Yeah. I didn't know that. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Cuban?
So that's a badass nickname for a Cuban fighter.
That sounds nice. It sounds like Intocable. It's like no. He said Inodable.
Yeah, it's like I don't know for sure. Like this guy is just untouchable, man. And this guy's just.
I can tell you like him. I can tell.
I mean, I like fighters. I like fighters who make people miss and freaking hit their ass with some respect.
It's a pretty sight, man. It really, like that's the Canelo guy. Yeah.
I mean, some people they don't see. They only see boxing through a one-dimensional lens. Who's going forward and putting in a maximum pressure, right?
Yeah.
I see all the styles. I respect all the styles. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to get everybody to look through a 5, 6, 7-dimensional lens here instead of just one dimension. A lot of people, they want to see fighters go forward and go for the kill and knockout.
No, 100%.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%. Man.
I mean, a lot of respect to all fighters that actually get in there against hungry opposition. Not some Devn Haney booty gang shit.
Right. No, yeah. Don't even get started on Haney and shit. No.
I mean, he. I hear Haney is gonna fight Adrian Broner next.
No way, for real?
Yeah, I hear that they're trying to dig up an old corpse.
Hey, that's what sell though. hey, you know that will sell on one condition, I believe.
The promotion of Broner. That's how it would sell.
Yeah, no, not just that. Oh, no, not just necessarily the promotion. The way Broner's look, I'm gonna put it.
I don't know. I don't know if Broner can make a comeback.
Hey, that's what I'm saying.
After that puppeteer show.
This is what I'm saying. It's gonna sell under one condition: Broner's body, straight up. Right? You feel what I'm saying?
Devn Haney should like walk. Devn Haney should come out in a fat suit. Yeah, I think he should come out in a fat suit just to troll Adrian Broner.
I'm serious. If Broner happens to get in shape, oh man, this is gonna be a fun little fight.
You know what would be funny if Broner whooped his ass and.
Oh my god! Hey, honestly, if Broner is in shape, I'm gonna put my money on Broner. I'm not lying.
Yeah, if he's in shape. Like I want to see the old Broner back. To be honest with you, not because he was a loudmouth and all this other stuff. Right. I want to see that Broner back, and I think a lot of people would like to see that old Broner get back. You know, he may be a loudmouth, but man, he was really good for his time. Like, and I know he wasn't the. I remember when Marcus Mandana taught him about respect.
Yeah. Heck yeah, man. Oh man, that was a beautiful fight. That shit was good. That was like what do they call it and shit? Karma at its finest and shit, you know?
Oh man. Like karma is the Hindu ideology, right? If you have a bunch of good karma, you'll come back as something good in your next life, right? But like life is a continuation. That's the whole entire concept behind
your karma,
right? Yeah, that karma and your reincarnation. You know what I mean? I believe in reincarnation. You guys might not believe in reincarnation, but I believe that.
Man. Hey, listen, man. I like I said. I honestly, I don't really jump on many panels and shit, man. Like just like that. I don't really feel comfortable jumping on many panels and shit. You know? Like,
yeah, because people want to troll you all the time, man. Like people try to troll me, and I'm like, fuck it, I'll throw out my own panel.
No, but it's not even that though. No, it's not even that though. It's hold on. It's not honestly. It's not even that. Like, I'm used to trolling, man. Like I'm pretty sure you've been trolled in real life. You know.
I've been trolled to the point where I was like, say that again, and they say it, and I just bust them in the mouth. You know.
As a teenager in middle school, as in elementary, fighting in elementary, man, like you grow up, people trying to like talk shit to you and lie on you. To me, I think trolling is just like trying to lie. To me, I think trolling is trying to.
Well, there's different. The truth is, there's different types of trolling. You got the forgiveness trolls, like I forgive you for being a dumbass. or little stuff like that. Then you have your
Well,
edge
I get what you're
lords
saying.
who bring up facts and logic. It's just they're controversial and they're
Well,
emotionally
you're
charged by
being
a lot of people.
scientific with the trolling. I always just consider trolling someone who tries to lie in your name and propagate. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
well, that's not an accurate answer because like trolling, there's like this big 5-tier system to it. They got your
No,
cells and you got your
and honestly, like anytime I've ever like maybe because I'm old, maybe because I'm fucking old or something. I'm not old, fuck that. I'm not gonna ever call myself old, but I've always like anyone who just seriously just because I mean you got roasting, right? Like like I know you grew up. You
yeah.
sound like you grew up right. You got roasting. You got rat. I don't know there's a couple different terms and shit. Where you're just like just you're playing around, you're talking a little shit, blah blah. But then you see, so yeah, I don't know, man. People got honestly, I think people should get together and come up with a definition of trolling because, like, I've always thought my definition with trolling, like, the only people I ever considered a troll was somebody who just was, like I said, just trying to lie on your name and like kind of just bring like negative energy and shit. But then maybe I took it wrong though. Maybe I'm wrong though. Like maybe trolling is just somebody trying to just like just get under your skin or some shit. I don't know, man. I don't know everything. Shit. I like to learn shit. Truly, I don't fucking know. But all I know and shit, man, like, it's nice. I jumped on here because, like I said, your energy though, for real. I'm not like I said, I don't avoid panels because of like trolling and shit like that. Like I'm used to that shit in real life. Like my definition was people talking shit and trying to, shit on you in real life, so same thing with the internet. So I mean, as a kid, people talk shit to all of you, me, everybody's been talk shit to. So yeah, like people talking shit on the internet ain't nothing and shit. But I don't like jumping on certain panels because I don't feel like I'm really like vibing. Like I don't know the energy the dude. I don't know the person anybody they don't feel like the energy really ain't coming good to the screen and shit, man. Like I like it too. Like honestly, something about you and shit, man. Like it's your person.
Man, it's just people they're overcritical, like they're overcritical towards you, man. And it's like I see them trolling about you when you're not even there. You know what I mean?
Oh.
So like I'm keeping them 100, man. They're saying, "Oh, Roland's a pecker flasher on the stream and all this other stuff." Like,
yeah.
I'm like, man, like what kind of crap are they on?
Yeah, I mean, shit. I mean, yeah, people like to. Yeah, I mean, people like to just. I don't know. That's my thing, man. I don't like to talk shit about people, nobody, even joking around.
Yeah, exactly, man. It's like,
like
they're sitting here bringing it on, and
yeah.
then once you come back with some real shit, then they're like, then they want to play baby. You know what I mean? They want to play baby.
Yeah,
that's what I don't like about it, man. You're like, this is Big Daddy. You know what I mean? I loved it when you say this is Big Daddy. I'm like, damn, man. These guys were talking about how you had a little. I thought that was funny as fuck because
that's hilarious.
I thought that was funny as fuck.
You gotta kind of get fucking really creative with these damn trolls. You know what I'm saying?
Man, these trolls. See, they want to say, with these trolls, you gotta show them, bro. And it's like, man, like Kay found out that I was Big Daddy. You know what I mean? So
that's what
yeah, and then she ended up trying to, get fling with Phantom, and it seems with that fling with Phantom is getting boring for her. So, you can't compare to the real Big Daddy who's in Tennessee right now. And if Big Daddy goes to California, I guarantee you she'll hop on. You know what I mean? So she want to ride is what it is.
You like K, like K. I mean, I'm sorry, you like V.
Man, I could do both of them at the same time all night. You know what I mean? But I control.
You genuinely like Veronica.
Man, I would do them both. Why not?
Yeah, I can tell. No, by the sounds of that, you like Veronica. That's cool,
I mean,
man.
I think I would be Big Daddy for both of them.
Right.
They would both be loyal to me after the good stuff. You know what I mean?
They're both good women. Man, they really are. Man,
I mean, they're both class acts, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. Like, I mean, come on, like, you're like, who's to judge anybody? Like, we're all a bunch of crazy fucks there, man. You know that everywhere you go on. So it's like, the fact that they're still kicking around with us, man. Honestly, I give them more love. That's why come on now, bunch of couple cool chicks. Come on, now they're kicking around with a bunch of crazy fucking dudes. Like, that's even more love. Yeah.
I mean, what do you think they're gonna get in the crazy YTBC, man? They're gonna get like
Crazy.
I knew
Right.
that they probably have so many phone numbers on their log.
Oh, you know they do. Hey, why I think I never came at you like that? Oh, no. Me and Kay exchanged numbers before and shit. But she knows I didn't come at her. I wasn't coming, and I wasn't coming at her like that's your mom. Shit. I was I was coming at her as a straight up like friend type shit. And I don't know if she liked that or not. Kay, if you hear this, I don't know if you like that or not. And I'm sorry, love. I'm after my ex and shit. I'm not trying to look for nothing and shit. I ain't even trying to get intimate. Honestly, I ain't even trying to get intimate, man. Like, I realize that shit causes a lot of problems. I'm just trying to chill.
I mean, let's shift this over to boxing, right?
Yeah.
Do you think Paulie Malignaggi ever got his side piece back after the Adrian Broner fight?
Oh yeah, I think he did. I think. Hold on, wait. I forget. Was she fine? Was she like really fine?
I heard she was all right.
Okay, because I'm sorry, but like, because a lot of time with the real fine chick, man, like, you tend to make up excuses. Like, well, maybe I should have said this.
You know who I'm surprised that's
Yep.
still married? Devn Haney and his hoe ass wife.
Man,
she was a.
oh my
I'm
God.
like, dang, it's been about a year now. I'm like, dang, no divorce yet.
I can't even believe they got married.
Yeah, the Diddy Booty Gang, man. That Diddy Booty Gang runs deep.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, that shit is I can't.
BBG, man. The Diddy Diddler. The Diddy Diddler.
What? Wasn't she a video girl?
She was both a video girl and she was part of an escort agency.
No way, get that! No way, man.
Yep, she was part of an escort agency that was kind of a ring that ringed out in the streets a little bit. So yeah, she was probably did the street hoeing. She not only did street hoeing, but she was also online.
I hold you in high regard right now, so don't be lying, man. Like, you're not. Like,
I'm not lying right now, man. I'm going off the facts. I'm going off the facts.
Wow, man.
I'm going off the facts that the Diddy Diddler gang runs deep, man. and I think when Diddy starts exposing shit, that Devn Haney's little booty gang operation is gonna go down with it. So
I don't.
Man, I'm not the one who came up with the term Diddy Diddler. I heard it off of four or five different people.
Hey, you know what's funny? Ryan Garcia.
He's like the Hamburglar. He's like the Hamburglar to the McDonald's one. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
except he's not addicted to hamburgers. He's addicted to bitching out. You know what I mean?
Hey, that's hilarious. Hey, but didn't Ryan Garcia come up with the term "No Diddy"?
Yep, no Diddy.
No Diddy.
And he and he broke this down. He said Diddy's been involved with all kinds of crazy shit. And what happened a couple months back? Diddy gets freaking summoned to court.
Hey, listen. Okay, the tavern.
I'm telling you,
hey, let's go to the tavern in a second. But hold on, before we go to the no, hold on. No, I just want to say no. It's all love, man. It's all your stuff. But I really believe, to be honest with you, I think what was Diddy's problem, man? He was just a gay dude with power. I believe Diddy was a gay dude with power, and I'm gonna give his dumbass the benefit of the doubt, which is still fucked up, still messed up. But I believe, like, his dumbass, he probably did prime little young Justin Bieber, but I don't think Diddy like was out there touching little 9.
Man, he was touching on these booty gang, man.
No, don't get me wrong. He was foul, and he deserves to go to prison.
And I guarantee you, Rihanna's child isn't who you think it is. It's probably Diddy's child.
Who?
I mean, I'm telling you that Diddy Diddler game, man. That
Oh man, you're
he'll
right.
take he'll take your
Nah, but
ass,
you're right.
and
No, no, no. That's
he'll
the
take your
thing.
woman.
The dealer. I think oh, I said diddly. I think Diddly's problem that he was just a gay ass dude, man, with a lot of power and money, man. And then he started throwing parties and shit, getting people all fucked up. And hey, Cassie's no saint. Why do you think she settled? You know what I mean? Like honestly, like
Facts.
I think Diddy's gonna get like 5 years in prison, man, for this shit. But I think
Man, he's gonna get like crazy pro roll or something. Like who knows? He might get 20. He might get like who knows? What to get.
you think so? I don't know, man.
Being in charge of like rape allegations and stuff like that, man.
Well,
Man, people get thrown
yeah,
in
yeah, 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 yeah.
jail
The
for
rape
20
shit.
years and
No,
stuff.
no, no. The rape shit. Man, oh man. But check,
I mean, Bill Cosby did similar stuff, man, and man, he got 20, 30 years, bro.
no, 100%. Look, that rape. Look, I'm trying to say, like, fuck. I gotta speak my mind. I gotta speak what I feel like is the truth and shit. Like, so that girl who was claiming rape and shit, like, man, her story wasn't adding up. And I know she's young, but look, I'll just give my personal experience, not how I grew up. Look, I remember one time, man, I was like about 15, no, I was about 16, about six, no, I was a little older because I had my car, I had my color sister. So I was about 19. I was about 19. Yep. I bought my colors right when I turned 18, man. My Burple 1984 colors, my baby. So I was about 19 years old, right? Maybe hitting 20. Still a baby and shit, but about 19 or hitting 20. I was at my boy's house, man, big ass house party. You know what I'm saying? We're all fucking getting fucked up. We're doing cocaine, all kinds of shit. I'm driving my colors and shit, all recklessly in the middle of fucking like it's like broad daylight and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm driving my colors or whatever. So anyways, we end up going back to the house and shit. Everyone's partying. I passed out and shit, right? I passed out. I don't know. I passed out kind of early. It wasn't in broad daylight that night. I passed out probably like 5 a.m. Man, I woke up like at 11 a.m. to take a piss and shit. This one girl who was partying with us all night, she was still up in the kitchen doing coke with like these two other dudes, right? And I get up to take a piss, and I'm like, oh my bad, y'all. I'm like, why I ain't say my bad, but I was like, oh, what's going on? And I take a piss and I go lay back down in the room and shit. I'm like, damn, them motherfuckers still up getting twisted. Like I had to call it a night, you know. I was like, that's crazy. Like that bitch looks. I'm like, I swear I heard she was younger than all like a lot of us and shit. Man, come to find out, she was 14. She was 14, but that bitch, she looked. I'm excuse my name. She looked like I thought she was like 17, 18. I was like 19 going on 20. I thought she was like 17, 18. She was 14, man, up doing coke all night, out partying older dudes by 4, 5, 8 years. Because I used to hang with older dudes, so there were like 22-year-olds there and shit. So I'm like, damn. I'm like, that's crazy. So I don't know, for some reason that always stuck to me. And I feel like a lot of these girls that are involved in these little parties that are involved in these parties where they know very goddamn well they heard something about these parties. Everyone in my town, you know about people and their parties and their doings, So these girls still got involved in that shit. I'm just saying, like, these girls ain't innocent. I feel like it's gonna play out in the end and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, the girl might have been young, man, but I'm pretty sure that, like, even SPM, he got hit fucking up, having sex with a 14, 15-year-old man. And when you're in that party world, these girls, man, not only do some look developed as hell, they look like they're like 19 with their body,
It's
but
more than that.
the way they party
It
though,
is
the way they
the
party,
non-disclosure agreement. It's the non-disclosure agreements at these parties that are so suspect.
Yeah. Well, I didn't hear my fault. The non what? I didn't hear you.
Non-disclosure agreement. Like
Yeah,
when you
yeah,
go to
yeah.
these parties, you got to sign an NDA.
Mm-hmm. Mm. And just to think objectively and shit, is to not get sued, which is foul though. Think about it. Think about it though. Why would you sign a non-disclosure agreement and still attend? You know what I mean? Like when I did my little board, when I did the board, when I did the boxing little tournament thing, I got into whatever. You signed emergency waiver and shit or whatever. You know, like you can't sue them if you get hurt, you know, or if you die. Like it literally says if you die on the fucking contract thing. You know what I mean? Like a quick little, you know, waiver you gotta sign and shit. Which, you know, it's a so like for real. So I mean, it's kind of the same thing. You're dealing with celebrities. They don't want to get sued if you overdose, if you fuck around and get too drunk, and then you want to get you go home with somebody and then you want to claim rape and shit. Whatever, man. But the thing is, I signed it and proceeded. You know what I mean? So I think the main like a good sign to not proceed with something is if you got to sign a non-disclosure or sign a kind of like a death waiver. You know, like it literally was a life waiver. Like if you get injured, you can't sue. If you die, you can't sue. You know, they had bigger words, but it's the same thing, man. So that's all that happens when you start dealing with these motherfuckers with money. That's all. You don't do that in the hood. You don't sign no waivers. Ain't nobody talking about getting sued and suing and shit. You know what I mean? But that shit's way more prevalent in the hood. It's just as prevalent in the hood, you know? It's just as prevalent. So I don't know, man. Like I just personally believe that motherfucker's gonna get a few years and that's it, man. Because I believe a lot of these people willingly did that shit and put themselves in that position. And I don't think he was that evil to bang a fucking 11, 12, 13, 14-year-old and shit that was like innocent. Like the motherfuckers the motherfuckers that it's sad to say, man, but the motherfuckers that he did something with and shit, like Bieber and shit from a young age, he was slowly priming them, but he was also trying to appease his guilty conscience, his spirit of truth. He was trying to appease it by saying, well, he's making this, I'm bringing him along, he's still coming along. He didn't leave. He had the choice to leave a long time ago. Even that stupid ass interview where Diddy's like, you know, you didn't, you know, you're avoiding my calls, and then Justin Bieber was like, he's all young, he's like 15, 16 or some shit. He was like, I'm sorry, and he's like, I'll get your number right now. So obviously, they probably haven't done that at that point. Bieber wanted to stay back on Diddy though, you know, he kept coming along, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. Like I honestly don't even like to really say these things sometimes, but that's the only thing that pops in my head is more being the objective truth, is because honestly, like some shit I seen these little young ass girls, man, at fucking 13, 14, sniffing cocaine till broad daylight and shit, acting like grown ass women. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. So that's why I feel like, nah, like, watch, he's gonna end up getting only a few years. You know, like, especially in that world, man. That world, oh hell no, man. Man. Yeah. But yeah, let's go check out the tavern though. Let's see what they're doing over there. Let's see if the couple people.
All right, I'll see you over there, Ben.
I'll see you over there for sure.
All right, I'm gonna do my wrap up.
I'm glad I hopped on here, man. Good talking to you. I see you.
Good talk.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Peace. Much love. Peace.
All right, this is Shriman Veerabhadra signing off.
चमके सितारे देखो हमारे शत्रु तो सारे हारे जय हो हम वो सिपाही जो है सदा ही रूप शिवा का धारे जय हो हे आज अंधेरे छटे हैं कम हुए हैं घटे हैं कल जो दुश्मन यहाँ थे आज पीछे हटे हैं गाती ये धरती है गाता ये अंबर है गाती है सारी हवा तेरे मन में शिवा मेरे मन में शिवा सांसों में शिवा प्राणों में में शिवा, हर घड़ी में शिवा, हर दिशा में शिवा आज गूंजा हुआ है जय जय शिवा। तेरे मन में शिवा, मेरे मन में शिवा, सांसों में शिवा, प्राणों में शिवा, हर घड़ी में शिवा, हर दिशा में शिवा आज गूंजा हुआ है जय जय शिवा। तेरे मन में शिवा।
मराठी मातीचा, छत्रपती सह्याद्रीचा, आठवे शिवाजी राजा आज गा. वंदितो तुम्हा शिवराया, राहू दे कृपेची छाया, आठवे शिवाजी राजा आज गा.
सारी दीवारें भी, सारी तलवारें भी तुमने दुश्मन की अब तोड़ दी है. आई थी आंधियां जिस दिशा से यहाँ उस दिशा मोड़ती है. पार उतरना ही था ये तो करना ही था, ये तो होना ही था. सुन ले भाऊ, उनको जाना ही था, हमको आना ही था, ये तो होना था भाऊ. हाँ, देश भी आज अपना है, देश पे राज अपना है. अपना ही तो सिंहासन है और जो है ताज अपना है. हिम्मत की अग्नि में लोहा पिघलता है, विश्वास हमको हुआ. तेरे मन में शिवा,
मेरे मन में शिवा,
सांसों में शिवा,
प्राणों में शिवा,
हर घड़ी में शिवा,
हर दिशा में शिवा
आज गूंजा हुआ है जय जय शिवा. तेरे मन में शिवा, मेरे मन में शिवा, सांसों